Hey guys, what's up? I'm Max Gavixi, and welcome to part 2 of U.S.Anime. For today's episode, I will be reviewing the cartoon known as Samurai Jack.
Now the fool seeks to return to the past and undo the future that is Aku.
Now, Samurai Jack was a big part of my early childhood when I was growing up. I mean, I loved the show so much that I named my pet cat after it. The show premiered in August of 2001 and quickly became one of Cartoon Network's greatest series. It won 4 Primetime Emmy Awards, 6 Annie Awards, an OIAF Award, and 8 other nominations. Our story begins in feudal Japan. This evil shape-shifting demon, known as Aku, has taken over and destroyed this empire. In order to fight this demon, a young prince, later to be known as Jack, goes his whole life training to become this legendary samurai warrior, so that he can take out Aku as an adult, wielding a magical katana that was literally forged by the gods. From there, the showdown goes as you would think it would go. Good guy finds bad guy challenges good guy, and one epic fight later, good guy trumps over bad guy. However, there's a little twist to this ending. Before Jack can make the final blow, Aku pulls a fast one on him and sends him into the future, where there is tons of flying cars, aliens, and robots, among other things. And this is a future where not only Aku is alive, but he's practically taken over the world. As he battles these futuristic forces, Jack must also find a way to go back into the past to his own time so that he can defeat Aku there and prevent this type of future from ever happening. I'm not gonna lie, when I was a kid, I ate this show up because it was so detailed, it was so rich and so entertaining. I just had tons of fun with it. The influence for Samurai Jack comes from Japanese action films and anime, and they used a method of multiple angle and split shots to display action from various points of view. The show had a very cinematic style, with lots of episodes that vary from being dark and epic to being lighthearted and funny. Jack, being the main character, is a badass. If I can describe him now, I would say he's like an Asian samurai version of Clint Eastwood. He's a man of few words that only talk when it's really necessary, and has this personality to which that even putting away his sword is awesome. So simple, yet so cool. Aku is also a really great villain to have, having these shape-shifting powers and all-seeing vision over Jack as he goes along on his quests. It also stands to show that he is definitely a cliche of evil archetypes. I mean, he doesn't have the evil mustache, but he definitely has the evil goatee. Yes! The show also excelled in its form of detail and artistic design. I mean, all the places look either intimidating or really cool or really calm. I mean, they just do it really beautifully, and they have a musical score that complements with those scenes. And I would go out of my way to say that this show is epic and just move on to the next one. Unfortunately, I can't. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying this show isn't great, because it is. However, it does have 2 minor problems that I would like to address. Problem number 1 involves the main conflict of the story. Jack is stuck in the future so that he needs to find this time portal or time machine or some other way to go back into the past so that he can defeat Aku there and prevent this type of future from happening. That's the main thing in the story. I mean, they explain it in the freaking intro. So there are a lot of these episodes in which Jack goes out of his way to find this time portal, but he runs into one of 2 problems. Either A, the time portal doesn't exist and he was just tricked into falling into a trap, or B, the time portal does exist, but insinuating circumstances prevents him from going back into the past. A few of these episodes I wouldn't mind, but there's plenty of these episodes within most of the seasons, and it just I just kind of find it a little bit annoying, that's all. My initial guess was that when he finally gets to the time portal in the final episode, he'll then finally go back to the past, defeat Aku, and all that effort he tried to go back to the past in the first place was finally worth it. Oh wait, that in lies problem number 2. And it's a big problem in the fact that the series didn't have an ending. Yes, unfortunately it's true. The show had the cartoon norm of 52 episodes in which the network can decide whether or not to continue the series, but unfortunately, they never did continue the series, and we were given 52 episodes of the fact that Jack is still stuck into the future in a world ruled by Aku. And I'm like, come on! They couldn't make one more episode in which they can finally conclude the series and finally have Jack defeat Aku? It just pisses me off on the fact that they couldn't just make one more episode to end a series as awesome as Samurai Jack. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? Minor problems aside, I still stand by the fact that this show is a cartoon gem. I watched a couple of cartoons before and after this show was made, and even they don't have that unique style of action that Samurai Jack excels in. Even if it doesn't have an ending, the series' 52 episodes make for one hell of a story that is still greatly entertaining. It may not be perfect, but I can still say that Samurai Jack is definitely worth watching. Two cartoons down, one more to go. Tune in next week for the third and final installment of U.S.Anime.
Watch out!